I'm very grateful to be here. My name is Shane Wang. Right now, I just need to get some little wins in my life. Like right now, I'm just working on my posture, just focus on standing up straight. Because I slouch so much. My whole life, I've slouched because I'm super humble. I've done too many dumb things to be proud. I used to drunk bicycle. That's how I used to get around New York City until I messed up. I broke a tooth. And it's embarrassing, you know what I mean? When you see a little kid that's missing a tooth, you're like, that's cute. That kid's growing up, that feels good, you know? But when you see a man with a hole in the exact same place, you're like, that dude has regrets. Let us learn from him, for his smile looks like consequences. Even getting it fixed was humbling. I went to the dentist's office. I wanted her to make it look like it never happened. I wanted a miracle. And the first thing we did, she pulled out a rack of fake discolored teeth on a scale from coffee down to sepia tone. And we started playing this sad game where she would take each one and compare them with my situation. Yeah, because we're trying to find my personal shade of dental neglect. We found a match. It was darker than I hoped, but it was a perfect match. Sent that to the lab, they made a tooth mold, sent it back, popped it in there, glued it, paid up. I walked out, felt pretty good. I felt relieved. Then I felt like a fool because I realized I just paid $2,500 for one brand new tooth that looks used. I was like, I should have gone a couple shades lighter. What if things get better for me? What if I'm supposed to have a brighter future? You do weird things when you're on top of the food chain. You flex in weird ways. Like, did you know that salmon is the only animal that we use to describe a color, specifically by referencing its cooked insides? That's how you know we run this planet. Yeah, we're gonna eat you. Of course we're gonna eat you, but we're also gonna use your broiled flesh as inspiration for summer wear. I try to be like a decent, considerate human being, right? I went to visit my friend's house for the very first time, so I asked him, hey, is this a shoes or no shoes household? He said, oh, it's whatevers. And then he walks in with his shoes on, at which point it is not whatevers. It is a shoes household. It's easy. I think he was trying to be culturally sensitive. He was like, oh, my buddy here is Asian. I bet he can't wait to take off his shoes. I'm gonna hook him up with the choice. That's not how it works. If you treat your inside like it is outside, that's fine by me, but I'm not gonna appreciate the option of walking around shoeless on what is essentially the streets. It's like saying, I'm gonna keep my shoes on, but hey, you feel free to use the bottom of your socks and clean my house. I'll show you my collection of dirty corners. I don't know why it's so hard. It's either shoes or no shoes. It's one or the other. My house, there's no shoes. We leave it at the door. My friends come over, I ask them to comply with that. It's fine. We hang out, right? But sometimes when it's time to go, they'll put the shoes back on, but instead of leaving, they go back through the apartment and use the restroom. Normally, I don't stop them because I'm in shock. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just because we follow the rules for 2 hours don't mean you get 1 free minute to do whatever the hell you want. This is not the purge. Get out of here. It's complicated, it is. Sometimes, one time my friend came over, he's a comedian, quirky kind of guy, and I asked him to take off his shoes, and he just got nervous. He was like, oh, but I'm not wearing any socks. And I was like, that's cool, I just don't want, outside shoes inside the house. Sure enough, he took off his shoes, there was no socks, but somehow there was a lot of sock lint. I did not expect that. I was very confused. I was like, honestly, I don't know what I want you to do right now. I don't know which one's supposed to be cleaner, shoes or this riddle. I'm a very affectionate person. You know, like I like human contact. Like I'll opt out for a TSA pat down just to feel a connection, you know? Like we don't need a private screen, we could do it right here. I like it when people watch. Let's do it. I did learn that we have countries in this world where dudes can hold hands as friends. That blew my mind, right? Made me kind of jealous. I was like, how come we don't have that option? Because what if one day I'm hanging out with my best friend and everything is perfect? I'm broing out so hard. A high five, that is not enough. Nuh-uh, we watching sports right now. Our team is winning. My HD is so sharp. My beer is ice cold. I'm like, God damn. Bring it in, homie. Lace it up, bro. Come on, let's high five for a few minutes. My name is Shane Wayne. Thank you very much for listening.